And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. AAA Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys and the Oklahoma City Comets.
And now, your Oklahoma
First
City
pitch coming your
Comets.
way next. Coming up on the first pitch. And our pitcher in this game, number 67. Here's the book on him. You can see from the stats that he's been death on lefty batters this season. Maybe they have a tough time picking the ball up out of his hand, but whatever it is, he's really limited them. It's an impressive stat and something he can build upon as he develops. Ready to go now. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Quincy Hamilton. Up the right field line, and foul ball. The pitch.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss. That's one of the hardest pitches for a batter to handle, especially a lefty. Big sweeping break, and it keeps bending away from you. On the ground to the right side, and handles that one. It's there, one away. That's some excellent range he showed at second base on that play. He had to go way into shallow right field, then get into a good position to throw to first for the out. Very impressive. Now it's the right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Hey! Whoa!
One out and the base is empty. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. To third, Bodie. Tosses to first. Quick start this evening, 2 out in the top of the first.
Batting third.
On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Brendan Rodgers will hit next.
Huh.
Two outs, base is empty. Way
1 ball, 2
inside.
strikes.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly to left. Aline. And that's that. We move on to the bottom of the first. No score after half an inning. Welcome back. Towing the slab in today's game, Colton Gordon. And pitching on the road has not been a forte this season. Lefties have gotten to him this season, hitting over 300. One thing that could help, he could come inside and prevent them from getting their arms extended. That can open up a lot of the zone for you. Now up, Justin Dean.
Leading off here tonight, the center fielder, Justin Dean.
Slider
ball,
misses
no
away.
strike. Yes!
Late swing fouled it off. Here's the 1-2 offering. That's
Ball.
inside.
2-2.
Lifted in the air to right center. Racing over to make the catch.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jordan.
And now the shortstop,
Thompson.
Jordan Thompson, really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Strike. Woo.
And the 0-1 now. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, the third baseman, David Bodie.
And the next batter, David Bodie. Shoots this one on the right field line. Fair ball. Around first and heading for second. And it's a 2-out double. That at bat was over in the blink of an eye. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and he was definitely geared up for it. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Ward. And there's a fly ball deep to right. It's back there. And it is gone. A 2-run blast. And now they're out front. It's 2-0. The pitcher tried to own the inner half with a high and tight heater, but he didn't back down. Great job to get the hands in position and flash through the zone for the homer. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now a chance for Nick Senzel.
1-0.
That one is absolutely pummeled. It's off the wall. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw to second is offline. And that makes it 3 hits in a row for this lineup. Hard to complain about the result when you smack one off the wall like that, even if you maybe wanted it to carry over the fence. So a runner aboard. Digging in for the Comets, Aaron Bracho. And that's a little bit high. Here's the 1-0 offering. And that one fouled off. The lefty readies. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Is the military trying to make you house their troops? Give them no quarter. Call the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists, for a free consultation. Top half of the second from Oklahoma City. Melton measures 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's been on a great run at the plate, hitting better than .325 in his last 10 games. Right side. Throws, gets the out, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Zach Short.
Zach Short, the next to hit.
One ball, no strike. Strike!
Lifted in the air, right field. It's pretty far back. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Jesus.
Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Jesus Bastidas. Right through there for a strike. Really spotting the fastball well early in this one. If he can continue to do that, it should be a solid game. Fouled off down the right side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Nice job out there as he gets him 1-2-3. Midway through the second, Oklahoma City lead it 2-0. On to the bottom of the second, and now the right fielder, Damon Keith. Close one, but doesn't get the call. This one high in the air, out to left center. Melton has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Chris.
Now the left fielder, Bubba Aline. Foul ball there. On 0-1, the delivery. Sliced down the right side. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that just misses. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Really blasted that changeup, but couldn't keep it fair. 1-2 now. Swing lifted to left field. Melton. 2 away.
Batting 9, the catcher, Hunter.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Hunter Fiducia. Close, but called a ball.
1-0.
2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. Swings through it. Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. One-two offering. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. After the first 2 innings, a 2-0 ball game. Top half, third inning. And here at the plate, Cam Smith.
The third baseman, Cam Smith.
That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. Might be the most hittable pitch he'll get in this AB. This one is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Far inside, nearly clipped the batter. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fly ball to right. One up, one down.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Brian.
And here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida.
Ball.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1. Hey!
And
Ball,
the slider
inside.
just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. And that's a 1-out single. Nice job to knock that one back
Batting
up the
ninth,
middle for a
the
base
first
hit. That's
baseman,
exactly the
Cooper
kind of approach you
Hummel.
love to see at this level. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Cooper Hummel. There goes the runner. This one misses.
1 ball.
Throw to second, tag, and they get the out. They had been jonesing for that first hit for a while, but once it came, they were a little too aggressive trying to build momentum. I get why you'd send him, but it certainly backfired there. Here comes the 1-0. Bit behind with that swing, it's strike one.
1 ball.
Looks
1
like he
strike.
might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Slider misses away. And now 2-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. Oklahoma City with the lead, 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the dish, Justin Dean.
Dean.
Started after it, tried to hold up, and a look to first. Went around, ruled a swing. Trying to bunt for a hit, and it goes just foul. Here's a grounder right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. So digging in, Jordan Thompson. Fly ball left field. Melton gliding to the right. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie now at the plate.
Ball 1.
That's smart pitching against a hitter who uses the whole field. If he can't extend his arms, it's hard for him to hit the other way. There's a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Lead runner's around second. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's 1st and 3rd with 1 down. He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. One away, runners at 1st and 3rd. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Ward. He's already homered in this ball game.
Ball.
In the dirt, but blocked. Nice job behind the dish. Lefty from the stretch with runners on the corners. Fouled off to the right. I think he may need to take a new plan of attack after that breaking ball got crushed foul. He may have gotten away with one there.
No,
This
that's
is a
ball.
critical moment for this pitcher. With the runners on base, you have to be wise with where you put your pitches, or you could see some runs coming in. 2-1 pitch upcoming. He lets the broken bat pop up to second. Good feed, that's one.
The batter, number 50, designated hitter, Nick Senzel.
So up next, Nick Senzel cracked a double the first time at bat. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
No ball.
Runners at the
One
corner
strike.
posts with 2 away. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage.
Ball.
After some fastballs in this AB, the pitcher might be able to get him out in front with a changeup. Something to watch. One and two, here's the pitch. This one lifted to center field. That's back. Makes the catch. Inning over. 2 left on base as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. On to the fourth.
Leading
At
off
the
for
plate, Quincy
Sugarland,
Hamilton.
the center fielder, Quincy Hamilton.
Takes a strike. He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go. Fly ball, left field, Aline. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Ben Gamble. Grounded out the first time up. That's in there. It's 0-1. Love how he's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. And the slider just misses. One pitch fouled away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Out.
He's
2
out.
gone after the strikeout.
The batter, number 7.
Next to
designated
hit,
hitter,
Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan Rodgers.
That's the ball.
Fly ball out to center. Dean. And that'll do it. We're midway through the fourth. Oklahoma City have the lead, 2-0. Welcome back. The
Leading
Comets
off,
at the dish
the
in the
second
bottom of the
baseman,
fourth.
Aaron
Hey, Hey, you know where the Comets get their name? It's from one of the greatest players to be born in Oklahoma, Mickey Mantle, the Commerce Comet himself.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. Late swing, fouled off. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. It's a hit by pitch, and the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Leading off,
Now it's the right
fielder,
fielder, Damon Keith.
Keith.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. And now, Bubba Aline. That one not close. Movement in the bullpen. Glenn Otto up and throwing. Sousa warming up as well. One pitch now. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Two and two, here's the pitch. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. The 2-2. And that one's off the outside edge.
Count's full.
Swings at the big bender for the K. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch.
Now
most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3 and 2.
Fiducia.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Hunter Fiducia struck out swinging the first time. There's a strike. That one fouled off. Now here's the 0-2. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Slider misses away. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And it's all filled up now. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Back-to-back Ks.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order here. And now the center fielder, Justin Dean. 1 for 2. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. This is the kind of early chance you can't let slip away. They have to bring him in from scoring position because you don't know the next time you'll get an opportunity like this. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. Oh, 2 rocks and fires.
Ball.
That'll back him up a bit. Swing and a miss for the K, and that ends the inning. 2 runners left stranded, but they hold a 2-0 lead. We're back here at the ballpark. Top 5, Ben Gelman here, and leading it off, Jacob Melton.
1.
One pitch fouled away. Puts this one in the air down the line. That will drop foul. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Zach Short. Hard hit left field for a base knock. And that's into the corner. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 1-out double. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. That ball was humming as it left the bat. Pretty clear early on in that play that he was looking at extra bases. Now it's the second baseman, Jesus Bastidas. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Line drive, that's a base knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. No question he came up ready to hit. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Here's the third baseman, Cam Smith. Lefty from the stretch with runners on the corners.
Nope, that's off the plate.
There's a strike up high. In this spot, he knows he has to execute, looking for either a strikeout or a double play. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Tying run is at first. Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that got the batter pretty flush. And they're all loaded up. Here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Lavastida.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
1 out, and the bases are loaded.
Ball.
This one's in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball down the line. Aline makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 2-1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Some team first hitting for him there with the bases loaded. I'm sure he would have rather knocked an extra base hit or even a grand slam, but he didn't try to do too much. Would have been nice if the other runners could have moved up, but they'll take the run on the sac fly. Hummel up to bat next, lays off for a ball. First and second, 2 down. Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count with 2 away. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. Struck out swinging. Nice job controlling the damage out there. Wears the emotion on the sleeve, but as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
No.
Late swing, fouled it off. High fly ball out to left center. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, David.
Now the third baseman, David Bodie. Fly ball to left, down the line. Melton on the way over. Feeling for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Ward, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the 5th. Strike 2. A few bumps in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a very nice groove. Close, doesn't get the call. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. 2 outs, bases empty. And a swing and a miss. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1-2-3. 5 innings down. Oklahoma City on top, 2-1. On to the next
Leading
inning,
off
digging in for the
Sugarland,
Space
the center
Cowboys,
fielder,
Quincy Hamilton.
Quincy Hamilton.
Ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. This pitch misses. Ball 2. Good discipline. He did well to lay off that one down and away. Two now. Outside. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily. Hard hit, right side. Steps on the bat. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th.
Right fielder, Ben Gamble.
Ben Gamble digs in now. Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for the hitter. The best approach is to stay up the middle. Even if you're a little late, you can send an opposite field liner. That one misses. Ball 1. Bullpen activity starting up now. Michael Kopech appears to be getting loose. Funderburk getting loose as well. 1 out and the base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1 offering. And that's a base hit. The tying run is aboard.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Brendan
Rodgers will hit next. Rodgers having a lot more success on the road this season.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The Space Cowboys with the tying run aboard at first. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch, runner breaking for second. On the ground to third. Kicks foul. The Space Cowboys with the go-ahead run in the batter's box. Here's a pop-up. Fiducia settles under this one. And there's 2 away. Looking at his swing right now, the mechanics just seem out of whack. Might need to go back to how he was swinging it earlier this year. Jacob Melton, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike. Pretty clear he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. 1-1 pitch fouled away. And the slider just misses. That slider had some really good sweeping action, but just missed catching the zone. Hit in the air, right field, Keith. And that will retire the side. One hit, one left. On to the bottom half of the sixth inning. 5, 6, 7 slots due up. The Comets lead it 2-1. Home half of the sixth. And now the DH,
hitter,
Nick Senzel.
Senzel.
Breaking ball.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a rocket. This one has a chance. It's off the wall. In safely with a double, second of the day. That makes 2 doubles for him on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Colton Gordon won't go any further. Kept them in it, but in line for the loss right now. New arm when we get back.
Now pitching for Sugarland.
So they turn things over to the righty,
Number
Len
38.
Otto. And the runner at second looms large as he enters this one. Infielders are going to be on their toes trying to keep the ball from getting by them. Here's the second baseman, Aaron Bracho.
Oh! 1-0.
One and 0. Here's the pitch. Runner at second with nobody out.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounds this one to the right side. Bastidas. And one gone as they make the play.
The right fielder, number 30, J-Man.
And now the right fielder, Damon Keith. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. 2 straight strikes low in the zone, and it's 0-2. Batter has to be able to lay off something off speed down in the dirt, because that could be what's coming. Runner on at third, 1 away. Ball 1 there. In this spot, he's probably hunting something up in the zone that he can drive, but he should be careful. If the ball gets up and in on the hands, he's more likely to just hit a weak pop-up. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bubba Ali getting ready to hit. The righty-lefty splits there.
Ali.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. And the slider just misses. Just missed with that one. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. Runner at third, 2 away. Popped up. Short. And that is out number 3. So they work around the leadoff double. 7th inning up next. Oklahoma City ahead in this game, 2-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Kopech. A strikeout machine this year, getting a ton of swings and misses. Well, it's a 1-run ball game. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Short. Serious heat on that fastball, up into triple digits. That's tough to hit at any level. It's clear he's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs inside. We'll see if he goes away or comes back inside. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. On the ground to the left. Look at the stop here. Throw to first, and that is a great play for the out. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. So digging in, Jesus Bastidas. Next one's popped in the air into right, Keith. That one gets down for a hit. They still haven't tracked it down as he rounds second base. In with a 1-out triple. That puts the tying run at third.
Now batting.
Clearly was planning to swing at the first pitch. Aggressive approach. And he wasn't swinging for the downs there, but that was some really solid contact. That's a swing young hitters should try to emulate. This next at bat looms very large. Smith in the box now. Take strike 1. Swing and a miss. Love the front door slider. The batter often will cheat the hands to not get beat by an inside fastball, and that draws the swing off plane. Nice pitching. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball. 1 and 2.
And there's a ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Huge K there.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. Challenge fastball to start the AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything off speed in this spot. Down 0-2. Swings through it. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Throws sails a bit, and it takes off down the line. That's an unbelievable play. The tying run on base, and it comes home on a wild pitch. Swing and a miss for the strike. And that ends the inning. But they are able to even it up here in the late innings. Time to stretch. We're tied in this one, 2-2. Bottom of the 7th, digging in for the Comets, Hunter Fiducia.
No, that's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Rafael Montero, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Okert getting cranked up as well. Two balls, no strikes the count. This is better discipline we're seeing from this hitter after striking out multiple times in this one. Curveball gets over for a called strike. Slider misses away. This one is labeled. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Here comes the throw. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Justin Dean digs in now. 1 for 3. Base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third, holding there with nobody out.
Now
I think they made the right call holding the runner at third there. With the big bats coming up, you don't want to run into an out and cost yourself a chance to score. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Jordan Thompson will hit next. 0 for 3. He's flown out 3 times.
Ball 1.
Oklahoma City with the go-ahead run at third. That one out to right. Into the corner, but foul. Swinging a drive deep left field, pretty far back there. Gone! Made them pay for that one. A 3-run home run. And that's how they take the lead. It's 5-2. That homer was absolutely demolished, and it came at a critical moment.
Now pitching for Sugar.
So a lefty out of the pen, Bennett Sousa, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Next up for the Comets, David Bodie. The 0-1. Checks the swing, and now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says the bat didn't break the plane. Already 3 runs have scored this inning. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch.
Ball.
A little bit high, maybe. 3-1. Fouled off. He was late. This one to right. And that's a fair ball. Around first, hustling for 2. In with a double makes it 2 on the night.
Now batting.
And now the first
baseman,
baseman, Ryan Ward. And in the first inning, he started off his day at the dish with a 2-run homer. Not a bad way to get things going. Tries to check the swing. Now we look to third. Went around, and that's ruled a swing. Swing and a miss. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Next up, the designated hitter,
number
Nick
15.
Senzel.
Designated hitter, Nick Senzel.
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second.
Now batting, second baseman,
1 out and 2 on. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Aaron Bracho. Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. On the ground. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Nice job to drive in the run. On the down and in breaking ball, he got the bat head there right on time and pulled it. If he'd let the front hip come open too early, no chance that happens. 1 out and runners on the corners. Now it's the right fielder, Damon Keith. And 1, here's the pitch. Comes up empty, strike 2. Couple of ways the pitcher can succeed here. He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Coming up to the dish
The
for
left fielder,
Oklahoma
number
City,
31, Chris Ali.
That one ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. Great swing on that one. Loud contact coming off the bat, and he's rewarded with the automatic double. Nice productive at bat. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Bennett Sousa, done for the night. And the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
A new arm into the game, the righty,
number
Rafael
47.
Montero. Comes in with runners at second and third.
Montero.
Here's the catcher, Hunter Fiducia. The 0-1. Bouncing ball here, rolls foul. And here's the 0-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. Got the batter swinging. That'll end the inning after a lot of runs across. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around, and 5 runs score. We're at the end of 7. Comets out in front, 7-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and
Cody.
a new arm on the mound to start the 8th,
Funderburk.
Cody Funderburk. We'll try to keep this big lead right where it is. So digging in,
Leading off
Cooper
for
Hummel,
Sugarland,
0 for
the
2
first
with a
baseman,
pair of
Cooper
strikeouts.
Hummel.
Funderburk, a 6'4 lefty, he uses a cutter, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strike.
Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the 7th
Quincy
fielder,
Hamilton
Quincy
now at the plate.
Hamilton.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat. Hitless so far, and the hitting streak is in real jeopardy. Down the middle for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Edgardo Henriquez up and loosening in the pen. Grove also throwing. The 0-1 offering.
That's a ball.
Oklahoma City ahead by 5. And we're in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Struck out swinging. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder,
Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Ben Gamble. Bashed down the right side, but foul. He's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. 2 outs, bases empty. Soft contact in the air, Thompson. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Nice bit of 2-out hitting there on the infield single. He gets on base, keeps the inning alive, and now his teammates have a chance to build on it. Man on at first. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Brendan Rodgers. That one called a strike, and it's 0-1. In the air, right field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. Nice opposite field hitting, and that goes back to all the work he puts in trying to use the whole field. You can see it during every round of batting practice. He really makes a concerted effort to spray the ball all over the yard. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Jacob Melton.
No. 1-0. Hup. 1-1.
Two outs and a runner in scoring position. And the count 1-2. Fouled off at the plate, they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, got the strikeout. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 7-3. All set for the bottom of the eighth. And now at the plate, Justin Dean.
One ball, no strike. Hey! One ball, one strike.
And the count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swings and misses. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Now batting, the
Digging in for
shortstop,
the Comets, Jordan Thompson.
Thompson.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
That's a ball. 1-1.
So 1 on now with 1 away. He
Now
was
batting,
all
third
over
baseman,
that one.
JJ.
Pure hitting right there.
Brody.
He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. Stepping in, David Bodie. To the left side, but it is well foul. Pickoff move to first. Thompson back in on a dive. Runner at first, 1 away. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. That's a K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And now, Ryan Ward.
First baseman,
3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
And now 2-0. So 2 off-speed pitches in a row, even though he's got that power fastball. Bit odd. That one misses. And now 3-0. Thompson leading off first with 2 away. That's a strike. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a high fly to left. It's pretty deep. And that's the end of the inning. 1 left on base, but they're still in front, 7-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Grove.
Michael Grove will get to work on holding this lead. So digging in,
Leading
Zach
off
Short.
for Sugarland, the shortstop, Zach Short.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Because they're behind, you expect them to be a little more patient, which gives the pitcher an opportunity to get ahead early. That's exactly what he did there. Strike two.
1 and 2.
Gets a piece, stays alive. In the air to center, Dean. And there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jesus.
He's 2 outs away.
Bastidas.
Next to hit, Jesus Bastidas.
Whoa.
Action in the pen down there. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. One down. Base is empty here in the ninth. Great job out of the pen spotting pitches down and away like that. Even if the batter gets the head of the bat there, it's hard for him to do much damage. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss late on that one. Not looking good there. He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner to catch up to this stuff. In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. So down to
Now
their
batting,
final
the
out of
third
this
baseman,
one.
Cam Smith.
Strike. Whoa.
Grove is just 1 strike away. Got it.
That's 3.
That's the ballgame. Oklahoma City have won 4 in a row. 7-3 is how this one ends. On behalf of our entire outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for joining us.
Comets win it 7-3 over the Sugarland Space Cowboys. I apologize if I didn't commentate this game. I'm dealing with a sore mouth. We had Rusty Valentine at home plate, Jerry Hisdale at first, Kenny Jansen at second, Mike Fulmore at third. It was 77 degrees, clear skies here on this Tuesday evening. So there you go. And you also saw the defense for the Comets. So yes, Comets finishes with 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. Comets left 9 runners on base. Sugarland with 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Winning pitcher was Michael Kopag. He scored a run. Pitched 7th inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Zach Penrod pitched well, but figured a no decision. So Kopag improves to 8-4. The loss to Glenn Otto, who's been free-falling of late. 3 runs, 3 hits, no walks, and a strikeout. He falls to 5-4. There was no save. I'm going to come right back, get something to drink, see if this will make my mouth feel better. And then when we come back, we will have scores around the rest of the International, the PCL, and the Dodgers organization. So we'll be right back on OKC Comets Baseball, presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Comets take the party train to a 7-3 win over the Sugarland Space Cowboys in the first series at home for them. Let's take a look at around the rest of the International and the PCL. Omaha beat Toledo 5-4. Brandon Hennefe's, we'll get to their stats in a second. Winning pitcher was James MacArthur. He's 1-3. Brendan Hanafy, second blown save. Ryan Miller took the loss. He falls to 3-2. Jace Jung hit a home run for the Mud Hens. Tomas Nido had a RBI for the Mud Hens. Jordan Groshans had a 3-run homer for the Storm Chasers. And Tyler Gentry had a 2 RBI double for Omaha in the contest. Nashville all over Durham, 16-3. Winning pitcher Carlos Rodriguez, he improves to 2-11. Tyler Alexander's second save. Lost to Ian Seymour, he falls to 6-4. Mark Cannell, Matthew Wood had home runs for the Sounds. Canada had 7 RBIs. Ronel Delgado, Jake Bowers, Xavier Ward, Luis Lara, Wesley Clark also had the RBIs in the game for Nashville. Cooper Kenny hit a home run for the Bulls. Logan Driscoll and Jonathan Arenada had an RBI double for Durham in the loss. Buffalo shut out Wilkes-Barre Scranton, or Scranton Wilkes-Barre 2-0. Winning pitcher was Angel Bastero. He's 1-3. His first win. Kevin Gowdy's first save. The loss to Clayton Beater. He's 5-6. Only run scored in the game was Will Wagner and Javon Ward's RBIs for the Bison in the loss. Lehigh Valley beat Syracuse 3-2. John Cabrera got the win, improves to 2-1. Joe Cunell's 26 save. The loss goes to Christian Scott. He's 8-8. Marcus Lee Sang, Jefferson Cuero had RBIs for the Iron Pigs. Drew Gilbert had the home run for the Mets. And Ryan Morcico had an RBI for Syracuse in the loss. Worcester beat Rochester 2-1. Luis Paredes got the win for 6-7. Adam Ottavino's 21st save. The loss goes to Eduardo Salazar. He's 4-8. Abraham Toro had a home run for the Red Sox. Marcelo Mayer had an RBI for Worcester. Andrew Kitzner had the only RBI for the Red Wings of Rochester. Louisville beat Columbus 10-1. I thought I brought my cup in. So, Julian Aguirre got the win for 8-4. Ian Gilbert's third save. The loss to Daniel Espino, he's 4-8. Will Benson, Sal Stewart homered for the Bats. Jacob Urbertsaby, Cameron Core, Quincy McAfee, Austin Wines, and Cam Kohler had RBIs for Louisville in the contest. Gabriel Herreras had the only RBI double for Columbus in the loss. Charlotte beat Memphis 4-3. Winning pitcher was Steven Wilson. His first win, he's 1-0. Trey McGonnell's first save. The loss goes to Ryan Lutos. He's 5-2. Andrew Vaughn had a solo shot for the Knights. Bobby DeBack, Brian Ramos, and Matt Diaz had RBIs for the Knights. Lucan Baker had a home run for the Redbirds. Joel Pozo and Jeremy Rivas had RBIs for Memphis in the loss. Norfolk beat Jacksonville 9-3. Winning pitcher was Andrew Kitteridge. He's 6-5. The loss goes to Connor Giuseppe. He's 5-2. Heston Jerstad, Jackson Holiday homered for the Tide. Ramon Urias, Manuel Rivera, Enrique Bradfield Jr., and Daz Cameron had RBIs for Norfolk. Jacob Marcy had a 2-run homer for the Jumbo Shrimp and an RBI double for Tyler Callahan for Jacksonville in the loss. Iowa shut out Gwinnett 7-0. Winning pitcher for the I-Cubs was Javier Assad. He's 5-3. The loss to Dylan Dott. He's 4-5. Only runs scored for the I-Cubs: Reese McGuire, Alexander Canarillo's home runs for the I-Cubs, Jalen Palmer, Jordan Nogu, and James Toronto's had RBIs for the I-Cubs in the contest. Indianapolis beat St. Paul 5-3. Morning pitcher. All right. Anthony Salmento got the one hit. He is 1-0. Peter Strzelecki's 15th save. The loss to Simon Woods Richardson. He's 1-3. Sung Chae Chang, Sammy Solani, and Manuel Valdez, Josh Palacio, and Mike Jarvis had RBIs for Indianapolis. Mike Ford, Brooks Lee, Luke Casico had home runs for the Saints in the contest. Now to your PCL scoreboard. Round Rock beat Albuquerque 7-4. Jack Leiter got the winning for 6-8. Cole Wentz 15th save. The loss goes to Jack O'Loughlin. He's 8-7. Charlie Condon had a 3-run homer for the Isotopes. Julio Carreras had an RBI for the Isotopes. Nick Ahmed, Trevor Halver, and Josh Hatcher, all three had home runs for the Express in the contest. As I need to find my pillow. There we go. Reno beat Tacoma 4-3. Bryce Jarvis got the winning person 2-1. Joe Manafee's first blown save. Loss for the Rainiers was Josh Fleming. He's 5-2. Cade Marlowe, Mitch Henniger, and Cole Young had RBIs for the Rainiers. Alec Thomas had a 2-run homer for the Aces. Rene Pinto and Blaze Alexander also had RBIs for the Aces. Sacramento shut out Salt Lake 1-0. Winning pitcher was Mason Black. He's 5-11. Landon Roop's 21st save. The loss goes to Dakota Hudson. He's 9-8. The only run scored was Bryce Eldridge's run. No RBIs or homers for the River Cats, but Bryce Eldridge scored the go-ahead run for the River Cats in the contest. Las Vegas beat El Paso 4-2. Hogan Harris got the winning person 4-4. Mason Barnett's fourth save. The loss goes to Wandy Peralta. He's 1-3. Johnny Peralta had a 2-run homer for the Orioles. Max Muncy had 2 RBIs for the Aviators. Nathan Hickley had 2 RBIs for the Chihuahuas in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers losing streak continues. They got blasted by the Brewers 12-3. Winning pitcher was Nestor Cortez Jr. He's 10-5. Tyler Glasnow, the loss, he's 8-5. Mookie Betts had a 2-run homer for the Dodgers. Andy Pages had an RBI for the Dodgers. Glasnow went 1 inning, 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout as he took the loss. Bryce Terang, Sal Frederick, Christian Yelich, Jason Carrero, Garrett Mitchell, Eric Hasse, and Oliver Dunn had the RBIs for the Brew Crew. Cortez Jr., 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, got the win. There was no save. Dodgers will look to avoid the sweep tomorrow as they take on the Brew Crew at 1:10 Central Time. Rookie Sasaki for the Dodgers. Tobler Myers for the Brew Crew. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa fell to Arkansas 3-2. Joe Jakes, the former Dodger, got the winning person 5-3. Ben Harris, the loss, he's 3-3. Colton Boynton's fourth blown save. Blake Rambush, Nick Dunn had RBIs for the Travelers. Esteri Ruiz made his Drillers debut. Got a double. Griffin Lockwood Powell, Carlos Rodriguez had RBIs for the Drillers. Tulsa will continue that series tomorrow night. Kyle Hurt for the Drillers, Reed Van Scooter for the Travelers. We'll see if my mouth will be better when I commentate hopefully the Comets and the Space Cowboys tomorrow. 7:05 first pitch. Gavin Stone will look to try to sort out his struggles as he got the loss against Las Vegas on Thursday. He's 5-4 with a 4.29 earned run average. Brandon Walter will start for the Space Cowboys. He's 5-5 with a 3.67 earned run average. 7:05 first pitch. Gates open at 6. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or order your tickets at OKCComets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mouse Drive. It'll be open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Live coverage will begin at 6:50 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeartRadio app. You can also listen to the game on the Valley Sports Live and the MILB TV. That is free. Comets win 7-3 over the Space Cowboys. 7 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Comets. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Sugar Land. Winning pitcher was Michael Kopech. He's 8-4. The loss to Glenn Otto. He's 5-4. There was no save. Comets with the winner, 55-33. Sugar Land falls to 36-52. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber back in our 1340 studios, I'm Dean Evil saying goodnight from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball presented by H&H Shooting.